news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Black Hollywood Live. Just saying, featuring conversations on love, sex, and relationships from three sassy ladies. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live, Just Saying.
Good evening. Welcome to Just Saying. I'm Diann Valentine. I'm your host tonight. It is Friday night, and that's right. You are hanging with me, whether you like it or not, because you are tuned in to the right kind of conversation on a Friday night. So our girl, April Daniels, is not here tonight. Unfortunately, she had some personal matters come up, and at the last minute, she faked on us. You believe that? Dang, that girl is lucky we love her. She's lucky we love her. But you are hanging with me, and right to my left, my co-host for the night, Mrs. Jennifer Williams.
Hi.
Hi, Jay. Hi, Jay.
How are you?
Wonderful. And we have a very special guest in the studio with us tonight. Now, let me tell you a little bit about him, because this brother ain't just your average Hollywood actor. All right? So he is a Rialto, California native. He is multi-talented. He's an actor, a philanthropist, an entrepreneur. Some of his most recent film credits include The Equalizer with Denzel Washington, Cake with Jennifer Aniston, Forrest Whitaker's Dope, as well as the biopic that broke all records that is making Hollywood really look and recognize hip-hop. That's right, he's a part of NWA Straight Outta Compton as well. He stars as Honey Nuts on the new sitcom, You're the Worst. Now, this is a dark, twisted, romantic comedy. It airs on Wednesday nights at 10:30 p.m. on FXX. Most recently, you'll be able to see him on Major Crimes on TNT. That's coming up pretty soon. So I want you to look out for his character, John Barnes. And if that's not enough, you could also catch him on Blackish. Didn't I tell you this man was working in this town? All right, but he ain't just a pretty face, because he got some other skills too. Now, I told you he's a successful entrepreneur. So he runs his own record label, Get It Done Records. He has his own production company, Only Son Productions. He also has a clothing line called Vineyard's Finest. Now, if that's not enough, he also gives back. That's right. He's doing all that and still finds time to care about somebody else. So his nonprofit is Demo Nerds, and it is a nonprofit that essentially gives free acting lessons and classes and tries to empower inner city youth in LA and give them just a little bit of Hollywood and how they can make a career, maybe, I don't know about as good as his, maybe half as good as his, all right? So you guys help me welcome to Just Saying, Mr. Allen Maldonado.
Man, that intro was amazing.
Oh my God,
what
a long
a round of applause.
I just don't understand.
Everyone,
Jeez.
watch this video just for that intro. That intro was amazing. Thank you so much.
Wait a minute, that's only the recent stuff.
Yeah.
Wow,
I've
you
been
have
blessed.
been very, very blessed in this town.
Thank you.
Very blessed.
Thank you.
And I like to believe that you were also gifted with some talent.
I try to believe that. I try to think that sometimes, but a lot of hard work and effort that goes along with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for jojoining us.
No,
As I
it's my
mentioned,
pleasure.
our girl April is not here tonight, but we are glad you were here to help us hold
I'm
it
here
down.
to step in. We gonna represent for April.
Nice. So in our tradition, since it is Friday night, we kind of top off our show with a nice little cocktail.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
All
Jen,
right.
tell us what we're drinking tonight.
So tonight we are drinking Barely There, which goes with the theme of our show tonight. And you can find the recipe on our website at justsayingshow.com. So let me know how you like it.
All right.
Barely
We
there.
know
Barely
you don't
there.
really drink.
Yeah, I
so,
don't really drink. You know
But you
what I mean?
can cheers.
I'm barely there. I'm barely there to drink.
Yum.
So tonight we're listening to Allen. His song is playing and it's called You Can Be.
Oh, okay. It's playing right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hope everybody enjoy it.
So where can people find your music?
You can go to getitdonerecords.com or you can go to iTunes and look up Southern Monica The One, DAWONE. I have several artists that I work with. We mostly feature our music on TV shows and films such as like Ray Donovan, House of Lies, The Voice, America's Top Model, Next Top Model, movies in Germany, Australia. We've been placed all over the world. So,
Amazing.
It's been a real good run for us, and we continue to expand.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
inspired. I feel like I don't
I
have
know,
nearly
like,
enough jobs.
I need to go do something. So listen up, all you aspiring producers, singers, rappers. Make sure you submit your material to justsayinglive@gmail.com, and maybe you might get featured on Just Saying.
Yes. What
Thank
is,
you for your music
Oh,
tonight.
thank you.
So, what is the gossip this week?
Oh, right. I'm doing gossip because April isn't here.
Okay, what's word on the street
we're
right
gonna
now?
switch it up a little bit for Just Heard, and we're going to play 2 truths and a lie. So I'm going to tell you
cute.
guys 3 scenarios.
Okay.
That's going on in the media
Okay.
right now,
Okay.
and then you guys have to tell me which one is the lie.
All right.
Okay? So Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Blue Ivy dressed up as characters from Coming to America for Halloween. That's one story.
Okay.
Okay.
Supermodel Heidi Klum appeared at her famous Halloween party dressed as female rapper Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Okay.
Kevin Hart and fiancé Eniko channeled 90s fictional power couple Martin Payne and Gina Waters of the sitcom Martin for this year's Halloween.
Oh.
So which one do you think is false?
I would say that's an easy one for me because
Okay.
Heidi Klum was not Nicki Minaj.
Right. What was she? I don't remember, but she
She
definitely
was Jessica
wasn't.
Rabbit.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right, you got that one.
Okay.
One for you.
Okay.
All right. So here's the next set.
Okay.
Singer Melanie Fiona is expecting her first child. Oprah cuts ties with her alleged secret son, Calvin Mitchell.
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's
Caitlyn
getting
Jenner.
real. It's getting real. Okay.
Caitlyn Jenner
Okay.
attends Kris Jenner's Gatsby themed 60th birthday bash.
I don't know none of that. Okay. Man, I'm gonna go with the Oprah. I'm gonna go with Oprah.
What do you think?
2 truths and a lie. So it was, I'm sure Caitlyn was at Chris's party because they believe in publicity. So,
Miss a moment.
and what was the middle one?
Oprah cuts ties with her alleged secret son, Calvin Mitchell.
Oprah, and there was one more.
Melanie Fiona is expecting her first child.
I'm going to say Oprah, too.
Wow, Caitlyn Jenner was not at Kris Jenner's Gatsby themed 60th bash.
Wow, I am super shocked.
I know.
Okay.
Well, you
Now-
know, she was getting ready for her moments
So
at the Glamour
Oprah cut
Awards.
ties though.
So that means that was
That's
the
the
truth.
truth.
That's the
true.
truth. Yep.
Wow.
Cut them off.
Wow.
Cut them off. You wasn't getting it right. Cut them off. It's real.
I'm like,
That's a
did
bad
she?
day. That's a
Okay.
bad
That
day.
is a bad
That is a
day.
bad
You
day.
are
You get
so
cut off from
right.
Oprah?
You are so right. So right.
I know. You got to
That's
act
a
right.
bad
You got to
day.
always act right when
That's
Oprah's involved.
devastating. She's a big. Oh my God. He's at the house crying right now.
No. But speaking of the Kardashians, I mean, did you guys see their pictures from the party? Like, look how amazing they look.
Yeah, I love the theme.
I love the thing. I don't know what the party looked like, but they looked amazing. Absolutely amazing. But when do they not? I mean, they kind of are some well put together chicks.
My
Yeah.
vision ain't too good. I'm checking it out though. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good for me. It looks good for me.
All right, so the last set, Toya Wright says she gives Memphis, her soon-to-be ex-husband, 8 hall passes.
8?
Ooh. Okay.
8 hall
Okay,
passes.
that's a good marriage.
Just
Okay, all right.
Marinate on that for a second.
Just 8 though. Why not to round it out to 10? But go ahead.
I know, right? United States Military Academy West Point confirms Republican presidential candidate Ben Carson's full scholarship.
Okay.
Democratic presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders has filed a bill in the Senate seeking to end the federal criminalization of marijuana.
I'm gonna go B.
I'm going to go with Toya Wright is the lie. The 8 hall passes. Black girls ain't really doing that.
Oh man, I'm
Black
gonna
chicks ain't
believe
really
in
down
that.
with that.
I'm gonna believe in that. I'm gonna
He
just,
ain't really down
I went
with
with
that.
B just to
might
see
hurt
her, just
you a
to
little
hope
bit.
if that was the truth.
That actually is the truth.
That's the truth?
Yes.
Boom.
Oh, it
Boom.
was.
Mazel tov.
Yes.
What?
The
Mazel
lie is the United States Military Academy West Point confirms Republican presidential
Wow.
candidate
8
Ben
hall
Carson's
passes.
full
That's all
scholarship.
right.
8 hall
That's
passes.
all right. That's one. Also,
But
almost
like,
one a month.
okay, but what's the
You take
time
the summer
frame?
off and you good.
Like,
That's
take the
so
summer off.
ridiculous.
8 hall passes for the year?
That's so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
Lord.
That's ladies.
David,
Ladies.
don't you get no
Ladies,
bright ideas.
learn
sitting at
you
home.
something today. 8 hall passes. You want a
That's
good
wow.
man.
crazy.
You want to succeed in life.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
I wish
Issue
I
out
would.
8, at least a minimum of 8 hall
But
passes.
why not just don't get married?
You want to get married to issue out
But
8 hall
wait,
passes. You gotta,
but does she get 8 hall passes too?
Right.
see, now that's you going to
Nah,
y'all going
nah,
y'all digging
there's
too
there's
deep.
no
Y'all
double
digging
standard,
It's
no
not a
double
double
standard.
standard. It's not double standard. She set the
No.
rules. We're not gonna go against what her
Oh,
beliefs
my
is.
goodness. Oh,
She
my
said 8
goodness.
hall passes is okay with her. That's good.
Ladies, don't
Good.
listen. Don't
Ladies.
listen to the foolishness.
Yeah.
Ladies, it's a new millennium. It's a
No,
new life.
no.
It's a new world. 8 hall passes.
Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm heated. I'm over here sweating just thinking about 8
I
hall
know.
passes.
I'm like,
Oh
well,
my
Seven.
goodness.
Seven.
then she
You
should
go
get
with
16.
7?
No, I
If he
give
get
it
8,
seven.
you
You
get
go with
16, girl.
You give it 7.
A mess. Well, let's jump into our show. So tonight's show, we are talking about showing up and just being naked. So
Okay.
as you can see,
sip on
Jennifer
that.
and I are not super glam tonight. I left the house with like barely any makeup on, which is very uncomfortable for me, and no weaves, no wigs. So for everybody out there who don't think I really have hair, I actually have really long hair. I just don't like dealing with it. But this is just me. Jen, how'd you feel about coming here tonight?
Well, actually, I had a really busy day, so I was kind of happy that I didn't have to do like the eyelashes and the contour, and just like, although I have this pimple on my forehead, that I was like, great. Like one day I can't wear makeup, like, but it's fine. I actually feel like very pretty.
Ah, okay.
Well, all right.
We know
Well,
self-esteem.
well,
It's never
all right.
been a low
well, all
point
right.
for you.
No, I mean,
Well, you ladies look fantastic. Don't
Alan,
you
you're very
feel
kind.
any type of way. You would be better if you gave out 8 hall passes. Man,
How do you feel about women in makeup?
I'm not a fan of it.
Really?
Not really a
Most
fan of
men
it.
are
Not
not.
really a
Most men
fan
are
of it. I'm
not.
not a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, just a little bit is fine. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But the over exaggerate, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
It's
My
not-
husband hates it
It's
too.
not my thing, man. Just give it to me natural. I want to see the real. I want to be able to look at my woman in some sweats and a baby tee at home and enjoy that.
Ah,
You know.
that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting. And I'm glad you're here for this show.
Okay.
Because
All
we
right.
need your opinion. So
Let's go.
now, segment number 1 is talking about barely there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a 19-year-old student from North Carolina University, and she wrote the following on her Facebook page. I will not fill in my eyebrows. I will not contour my face.
Mm-hmm.
I will not wear eyelash extensions. I will not wear lipstick. I will not fill in the gaps in my teeth. I will not wear a waist trainer. I will not wear luxurious extensions. I will not apply artificial nails. I will not do anything to my appearance that hinders me from exposing my true self. Ladies, you don't have to change who you are to be accepted into society. You're already forcing them to accept you by simply being your natural, beautiful self. Food for
how
thought.
old is she? 19?
19.
That's fantastic.
19.
That's fantastic. I
Okay.
commend her for that message. I think she's on to something, and I think that, especially in our black community, to really love and embrace yourself and your natural beauty, your natural hair is something that we really need to encourage more of. I totally commend her for that statement.
But, you know, it's interesting you say that, because I do think, in particular, black women, you know, we wear our insecurities on our sleeves, right? And you say that black women should, you know, be accepting of who they are.
Yeah.
But how do we learn to be accepting of who we are when there are so many brothers who do not date black women? How do we find our
it's
own
so many
confidence?
brothers that don't date black women. That's a very bold statement. I know a lot of brothers that love black women. So I don't know if I really agree with that part of it, but I definitely understand how us as black men need to encourage our black women to be more natural and to deliver more compliments and just encourage that behavior and encourage that more. It's nothing like a soul sister. It ain't nothing like it. I mean, my mother is black, and I love her to death, and I love what she represents. So, and just encouraging more black women to be themselves and to be natural and to love themselves more. I guess that's a part of the black men in the community, to encourage that more.
Yeah, I think so. So Jen, do you feel that enhancing your beauty with store-bought products, whatever they are, does it hinder you from exposing your true self?
No, I'm all about, if you want to enhance your beauty, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when you are trying to be someone else and you're just not being true to yourself. But I mean, nothing's wrong with a little enhancement.
Right.
I mean, we all do it, whether it's from getting your hair done to a haircut. I mean, that's all enhancing yourself. So, I mean, I just think there's level to enhancement. And when you take it to a level where you're trying to be someone else, then I think it gets a little crazy.
So why do you think women wear makeup at all?
Well, I wear makeup because I want to look cute. I mean,
so then beauty is tied to makeup in our eyes. And I'm a glamour girl. Like, every day I would get up and do full-blown hair makeup every day.
But this is how I feel about it. For me, like, when I get up and my hair is fucked up and I look crazy, it does something to, like, my self-esteem. So for me, like, I want to look good because I know I need to project a certain type of energy when I walk out of my house.
Right.
So that's why I do like my hair, and I don't always like walk out the house with like a full face of makeup, but I feel like I need to look decent. And like certain things, when I wear certain things, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta wear a little red lip. So it just, for me, it just enhances my self-esteem.
I think for me, it's a balance between being properly groomed and wearing too much makeup.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
there's a balance. Like, I think that's where I really weigh in. Like, definitely where a woman puts on a little makeup, that's just her grooming herself and making sure she's at her best. And then there's those that just are infatuated where they're just totally insane about the makeup. Like, they can't even go to the grocery store. I can't even roll out the bed without any on.
Right.
Like, there's a fine line between that.
So do you think there is a direct correlation with, just say, makeup or beauty, what we call beauty enhancements, and low self-esteem?
I think so.
That's interesting.
So. I think it does have a tie to it, but it's just a part of it all. Low self-esteem comes from more than just makeup, and it's something with them internally, emotionally, with things that they may have been through or they grow up at. I know a lot of beautiful women that are insecure about it, that are naturally beauty, but through the things that they went through in life, they look at themselves a certain way, and it's deeper than the makeup, because no matter how much makeup they have, it's something inside that they need to fix.
Right. And I get that, but I also like to think that, I'm the kind of chick that I do exactly what I want when I want, right? So I do what makes me feel better about me, right? And whatever that is, that's what I do. Right? So when you say that, it's interesting because I am, I'm a woman who grew up with a daddy at home, which is a rarity, in America. But I grew up with a man telling me I was beautiful, I was smart, I was brilliant, I could do anything and be anything I wanted to every day. So that's not something that I think even enters into my psyche. But I am a glamour girl, right? So I feel like I'm on a diet every day. I just am. I live in LA. I work in Hollywood. I'm on a diet every day. In fact, I'm hungry right now.
But so my question is...
But you think that has any... I don't think that has anything to do with your self-esteem.
I don't think it does
That's
either.
what I'm saying.
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the insecurity and the makeup, really, the makeup is just... I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for, but it's something. It's not really the makeup. It's the insecurities that drives it. Like you said, you grew up with a father that told you these certain things, and where you put on makeup just for you.
Yes.
And there's a difference between people that have insecurities that put them on, and it's just covering up their real problems.
I think it's the difference when you put on makeup for yourself and when you put it on for the outside world.
Yeah.
Like, I put it on for myself because I know I'm like, okay, when I'm on, like, you can't tell me shit. but it's not for anybody else.
Right.
So
Okay, but what about, a case like this, because for some women, whether they're in a meeting or whether they are going to the gym, they are showing up in full face.
see, I hate
Right.
that shit. When I'm in the
So
gym
Right.
and I see
Yes.
girls with like eyelashes and their faces all. And I'm like, bitch, where are you going? Like, you about to sweat. I mean, if you really in the gym to work out, like, you are sweating.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be looking crazy,
That's
like
a
a
lot.
wax figure.
That is a lot.
Like, I just don't agree with that.
That's a lot.
Like, when you're in the gym, you need to be in there to work out. You should not be concerned about how your face looks. You should be worried about how that body looks.
I totally agree.
Like,
with
it's
that.
just crazy.
It is a little
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
So, Alan, I mean, I know how you feel about makeup, but just in general, when we look at, where women are today, from not just makeup, but every woman is wearing a weave or hair extensions or a wig or something. Plastic surgery is at an all-time high. Now it's not just, breast enhancements. It's breast enhancements. It's booty enhancements. It's facial features are being stretched. So what do men really think about all of that?
I personally, again, it's all internal for me. Like, a real woman's beauty is what's inside. I know that sounds real cliche in what men like, oh, no, she has to have a banging body. I've had my fair share of beautiful women, but they were externally beautiful and internally had some issues. So that really wasn't, it all became fool's gold to me in the sense of me being attracted to the physical. So, with that being said, like the plastic surgery and all this other stuff, if you feel that you have to do that, are you truly in love with yourself? Because you're always going to find flaws with yourself. You're always going to find imperfections. So if you start on that journey, you're going to say it's an endless journey. You're going to forever be pointing out things. When does it become that you fall in love with your flaws just as much as your strengths? And that's my take on it. I would rather it not be done.
Okay. So I don't know if you are single or not. However, I will ask, when you meet a woman, I mean, do you give somebody the time of day who may not be necessarily considered a 10?
Yes. I've dated all shapes and sizes, all ethnicities. And a lot of times it's more or less, for me, it's conversational, it's personality. I have to be able to connect with you and communicate with you at a certain level for us to even continue to move on. Like I said, the physical, it's beautiful. There's always another beautiful woman. There's always one more beautiful than the one you have.
Yes.
So you have to have something more, a stronger foundation than just the physical. But of course, that is what usually leads to the first conversation or the first interaction is that physical. But a lot of times you involve yourself with individual work or whatever, you get in conversation and be like, oh, wow, I really like this person.
Okay.
So,
all right, so let me just bring up something.
Okay.
I'm going to say this, an elephant in the room.
Bring
all
it
right?
up. Bring it up.
Are you all Empire fans?
I've watched it a few times.
You've watched it a few times. You watch it. You watched it. Okay. So on last week's episode, Gabby Sidibe had a love scene.
Okay.
Right? So she had a love scene on the rooftop, with a young rapper or something like that, right?
That's my man Mo.
Okay, so if you guys saw that scene, did it make you slightly uncomfortable, or did you applaud seeing her?
No, go ahead, girl. See, you know what I'm saying?
I was uncomfortable.
Why was you uncomfortable?
Because it was just too many things to see.
Why was you uncomfortable?
Because it was just a lot. I was like, it was just a lot.
But see, I appreciate your honesty because most people won't be honest. Most people will be
I'm gonna keep it all the way real.
Alan.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I had no problem with it, man. Big girls need love too.
I was uncomfortable.
And my mother's from the South. I got a lot of big boned women in my family. You know what I'm saying? That it's a part of this world. And I mean, that's the thing. That's the problem with a lot of television shows, that they don't show the reality.
Right.
And a lot of times, and that's the issues why, I mean, just to go dig any deeper, why we're getting more black people on television, because we're getting closer to what's really reality. Like, you can't base a show in New York and it just be all white people.
Right. It don't work. It don't work.
And that's the same reality where you can't have all sex scenes to be with a woman with a body as a 10. You know, that's just the world we live in. It's a lot of big women out there with kids. And that wasn't what that didn't come by magic.
You know what? I appreciate Lee Daniels going there. I just was not prepared, and I was like, "Ooh."
When would you ever be prepared?
Right. I don't
know.
think you ever been.
I just was just like, oh, that
I
was
appreciate it.
And I was like
appreciate
happy
it, baby.
and applauding her, but she looked so uncomfortable. And,
Well, that's
and
a
like
big issue.
physically, she looked uncomfortable.
big issue if
And
she
so
was
I was
uncomfortable.
thinking, like, is she looking so uncomfortable because she's a big woman,
Mm-hmm.
or is she uncomfortable because she is doing a love scene on TV?
It could be both. It could be just the love scene. You know, I know women with beautiful bodies
Yeah.
that are uncomfortable with love scenes. You know, you're dealing with an individual that you're
Yeah.
not intimate, or you may
Right.
have no emotional connection with, and all of a sudden on action,
Right.
you have to be in love. You have to be in this passionate
I just-
realm.
It's true, but I don't know. I guess I expect actors to just do it, and I think she's a great actor.
True,
You
but it's
know?
a woman's a woman, and everybody has
Okay.
their lines, and the greatest actresses in the world, sometimes they don't never cross that line because they're not comfortable.
That's
with
true. That's true. All right. So you guys chatting at home with us, we want to hear from you. All right. Were you slightly uncomfortable seeing that scene, or were you applauding her? And be
man.
honest.
Yes.
Be
Listen,
honest.
Don't be hating on the
I
sicker. Hey.
honestly
I wanna
say
hear
I
it.
was uncomfortable.
I like
Thank
my
you.
girls BBW. All right. Shout
I
out to
had
Drizzy
to, I had
Drake.
to turn away. I was like,
Come on, man.
Oh my Lord! Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. So we're gonna play a little game.
Okay,
One of our
let's do it.
favorites here that we call Plead the
do it.
Fifth. All right. So it's gonna be Jennifer versus
That
Allen.
sounds tough. Plead the fifth. Okay.
So
ready.
there's a
Ready.
few questions. You have to answer the question completely honest,
Damn. All
or
right.
you can say I plead the fifth.
Damn, I can lead the show now, right?
So
but you only have one time to plead the fifth.
You only got one time to plead
You
the
only
fifth?
got one lifeline.
Ah.
yes,
What
and
if I plead
each
the fourth?
time the opposing person pleads the fifth, then you receive a point.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
First
okay.
person to 3
Who's keeping
points
score?
wins.
Keep it score.
Princess is keeping score.
Oh.
You guys ready?
Okay.
All right.
And
so
you gotta
You know I'm
answer the
always
question, or it's
answering
like a
right.
yes or
you
no.
have to answer the question completely honest, or you can plead the fifth.
Oh, wait.
You only get one chance.
You
to
only
plead
get
the
1/5 too?
You only get 1/5 to play. Y'all ready? If you could choose one celebrity to be the father or the mother of your child, who would that be?
Will Smith.
Oh, so me?
Yes.
Oh, man. Let's go. Let's just go with Beyonce.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
So, what's one thing that if your mom knew about you, she would freak out?
Ooh.
My mom would freak out if she knew I ate the booty like groceries.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Mine's ain't really. How
That
do you?
is so honest.
Well.
I'm just saying.
Well. Damn it, man. All right. Well, mine would be not that route, but
I
that
love when I make them stutter.
man, it's real over here. I guess my mom would freak out if she knew that I grew up in like playing video games and grew up around drug dealers my life. She didn't know that.
Okay.
So yeah. I played video games in the dope house, and I learned how to bag and sell drugs.
Okay.
I didn't sell drugs. I didn't
Okay,
never
all right.
sold
We
drugs.
not here to
I just
judge you.
learned how to bag and sell
I can
drugs.
see
QPs,
Mom
ounces,
freaking
all
out
that.
about
Yeah,
that.
She would.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'm gonna have to believe you on
Yeah,
that one. All right. What's the first place your eyes would wander if you saw me naked? Both
You?
of you.
Oh,
If you saw me naked.
man, the breast,
boobs.
the breasts. Next
Oh,
question.
Lord. All right.
Next
2
question.
more, no fifths. All right. So, have either of you ever woken up next to a total stranger?
Hell no.
In
Nah,
bed, meaning
to-
woken up in
So
bed.
it's total stranger?
Yes.
Like you just woke up and who
You
are
woke up like, how'd I get
No.
here?
No.
Neither?
Yeah,
No.
I don't drink. So,
Okay. All right.
unless
No,
somebody
I've
knocked me
woken
over
up
the
like,
head, so
did I
something-
just, what happened?
Right. No.
But not a total stranger.
Okay. Have either of you showed up somewhere to surprise someone, but naked?
Nah. I ain't did the butt naked stroll. I ain't did that. No. I ain't.
No,
thinking. You thinking? You did. You thinking.
No, I didn't. I
Point.
didn't.
Point.
No,
Point.
I didn't.
Point.
I think I intended to do it once, but then he pissed me off, so it just didn't happen.
Okay. Didn't happen? You
Like,
sure about
I
that?
had the mink on and everything.
You had the mink?
I was going, oof. But yeah.
Was
no.
it cold?
It's- No, it was really hot.
I can tell it was cold. No, it was hot.
It was very
It was
hot.
hot. The meat was brown and blue. What kind of
It
meat
was black.
It was black. Wow. And he made you mad.
It was a
So
wrap.
sad. See, you could have had something, brother. Could have had something.
All right. So, have either of you ever had to delete provocative email exchanges or text threads out of fear that your partner would find them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You already know the answer to that before I even say it.
Yeah. I did definitely have to do that.
All right. All right. These are getting a little personal.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm going to warn you. Okay. Have
Okay.
either of you ever had sex with a really close friend because you just wanted to see what it was like?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Yep.
All right. So, all right. Another very personal one.
Brings the
Forgive
friendship
me.
stronger. Brings the friendship stronger.
Brings the friendship stronger.
Everyone out there.
Okay.
Friendship.
So if
Credibility.
you found out today that you had fathered a child, and that child is now, say, over 12 years old, would you acknowledge that as your child and take the responsibility?
I would. After a test. We take that blood test and find his mind. Yeah, we good. We good. I'm all for it.
Well, that doesn't apply to me.
That doesn't
so-
apply to you. Like,
apply to
how would
you.
that happen?
That
You
doesn't
woke
apply
up
to
and
you.
you just had a baby at 12.
But I do have
Immaculate conception?
Yeah.
No.
I do have one for you, Jen.
Okay.
It's a little
Okay.
personal too.
Okay, yeah, give
Okay.
it to him.
Have you ever been in a relationship with someone, found out you were pregnant and had an abortion and didn't tell him?
No, but
See, that's the
I
point.
remember
That's the
my
point.
ex-husband and I got drunk as fuck one night, right? And I came home. I was not with him. And I woke up like, did we have sex? I really don't remember, but I do not want to have this motherfucker's kid. So I went to CVS and got a Plan B.
Plan B.
Oh, stop!
Plan B.
But we didn't end up having sex. But
Oh, y'all didn't even have sex? You took the Plan B for
Yeah, I
nothing?
took it just in case.
Oh, wow.
How you know? That's what he said?
That's what he
That's
said.
what he said. Yeah, but you took
I
the safe
really
route.
didn't know. Like, I was really fucked up that night.
Yeah.
It's one of those drunken nights at Live. And I came home like, And I
Okay.
took a Plan B.
Okay.
I ain't mad
Just
at
in case, like, listen, I needed to know.
Okay.
you. You good.
Because I knew I was about to make that power move, and I was like, I don't need no problems, no obstacles, no kids, no abortions, no.
All right. So before we wrap up,
Okay.
I'm going to give both of you 2 more questions.
Okay.
Okay. But they are going to come from each other. Jennifer, you
Oh.
have 2 for
Oh,
Allen.
no.
Allen, you get to ask Jennifer 2.
Come on, man. She gave me a break. I can. Oh.
Wait, so I just
Aight.
off the top of the dome?
Off
Yes,
the top
yes.
of the dome, man. This is ridiculous. Oh, man. You go first. You go first, man.
Make it good, Jen.
Make it good.
Let's see. Are you into truffle butter?
No. No.
That shit's nasty,
No,
Allen.
that's
I
just
appreciate that.
Disgusting. No. No.
I mean,
I'm going to say that back. Are you into truffle butter?
no, because that sounds like a yeast infection.
Okay.
I'm good.
You know, it could go with groceries. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
It could go with the
no.
groceries.
That's
just,
a good point, Allen.
just-
That's a good point.
Just say it.
Jen.
No.
But go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, listen,
Uh-huh.
y'all know I'm all for some good anal sex, but after that, I'm done. Like, I'm done.
Okay.
And I gotta really like you. And I let you put in my ass.
I would hope so. I hope this ain't just
Oh
a.
my goodness.
This ain't
Yeah, no, I
the
don't-
New,
I-
this
I
ain't
don't
the new
do that.
relationship.
I
This
don't
ain't
do
the
that.
new relationship
Nope.
type of deal. Okay.
All right,
No.
Allen, you got one for Jen.
I got one for Jen. Okay. Man. Boom. Okay. All right. Have you had a threesome?
No, I haven't. I've never. And I never had a one night stand.
You need to live a little.
Nah, because I
You
just
need to
feel
live a
like
little. All this
I feel
trouble, all
like
this anal and all this other stuff. You talking about you ain't taking a threesome?
no, I just feel like I'll be more than enough. So you don't need a third person.
Yeah, that's what you selling him. That's what you selling him?
Have you ever wondered about a threesome?
Yeah. Let's talk about this, man.
No,
Let's
I've
talk
never.
about this, man.
No.
Oh, okay.
Live a little.
All right, one more question, Jen.
Oh, God.
Yes, one more so we can move on.
Let's see. God, my mind is just, I don't want it to be like sexual.
We already know what you're
We already
thinking,
went
Jen.
there.
I know. I'm like the.
After I read his bio, you might as well.
Oh, God. I'm like the freak of the group. Okay, let me see. Have you ever been with a married woman?
No, that's one rule that I will never break. I've never been. I've had opportunities, but that's something I would never cross. I'm just adamant about that.
Oh, wow.
I've been Mr. Steal Your Girl though. I've been that. But when it's a married woman, because I mean, at the end of the day, if that man comes to my house and put a bullet in me, he has every right to.
Yep.
That's
Agreed.
his wife.
Yes, he does.
That's his wife. I don't play with that.
Okay.
Simple.
All right. Well, thank you guys for playing. Thank you for playing. So it is football season. Are you a football fan?
I'm a basketball fan, but I watch football a little bit. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well.
It is football season,
Yeah.
and everybody's into fantasy football. And I guess we're in week 8 now of
Oh, man.
football.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
Just rolling
16
along.
weeks. So you guys know what it is. You got to go to DraftKings.com, enter promo code GEEK, and enter your chance to be a millionaire every week. A free chance to win $1 million. But you got to play fantasy football. Are you into it?
I'm not in fantasy basketball. I'm all day. Like the whole fantasy game thing is
Yeah.
actually super fun though. It's super fun. You can compete with your homeboys, your friends, and on there. I think it's money in there. There's wages you can do.
Yeah, DraftKings is giving away
yeah.
$1 million every week. I mean, that's
Yeah.
amazing. So
Yeah,
you guys
major.
make sure you go to DraftKings.com,
Yeah.
enter promo code GEEK, and if you guys win $1 million, y'all already know what it is. We need a finder's fee, like 10%.
Boom.
And we told y'all about it, but make sure you enter
Yes.
and try and win that $1 million.
Yes.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. And they, I think they should be giving us some more than just one free pass to play.
I know, right?
You know
like
what I'm saying?
maybe
Just a little bit.
Hey,
one pass every week. Why not?
I just might get interested in football.
Exactly.
That'll do it.
I
That'll
just
do it.
might figure out who's
Let me
playing
win $1
this
million,
week.
and I just
Hey,
might get
it'd be
interested in
good.
football.
All right. So let's move on, guys. Let's talk a
Okay.
little bit about my insecurity made me do it. All right. So I believe that we are all insecure to some degree. Now, there are some mild cases of insecurity, and then there are more severe cases of insecurity. And when you're dating, I feel like for men, it's impossible if you think you're going to ever find the perfect woman
True.
that has zero
Let
insecurities
me tell you, a
about
lot of these
anything.
men
True.
are insecure too.
Yes. I think
Yeah.
men are insecure as well.
Yeah.
And I think as you observe these insecurities, you have to tell yourself, is this like still a mild case, or is this relationship starting to feel a little toxic? Because there are some extreme cases of insecurity.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Particular in this town.
Yes.
Particular in the prettiest women in this town.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Very, very
Yeah,
interesting.
nuts,
Very
nuts,
interesting, right?
Insane, crazy women. Yes.
So, I'd like to think that women, we manifest our insecurities a little differently than men. So, and I think it's because women need more emotional validation.
Right.
Men need something else too, but for women, it's emotions that drive us. So, recently read an article, and there's just a few signs that you are an insecure woman.
Okay.
So, let me guys know if you agree with these. She is defensive.
Yeah.
That could be a form of it, but I think that could just also leave from situations that have happened in her life.
Okay.
And she might just be a miserable bitch.
But that's insecurities, I believe.
Right.
Like, that's the things you talking about, the things that happened before in our life. I mean, it could be anything with past relationships, and it doesn't have to be insecurities with herself, but insecurities with the person that she's dealing with, and like how they're going to treat her. And like, I think it's just defensive is definitely insecurities.
So what about if she's the jealous type?
Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah, that you can chalk that up with insecurities. Chalk that up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Put that in the pot.
jealous shit is like, I mean, Listen, certain times I think is warranted, but like just all the time being jealous for no reason, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah, a little
crazy.
jealousy
It
is
is
fine.
annoying.
A little jealousy is fine.
Okay, but what about when every problem in the relationship is always somebody else's fault, never hers?
No, that's bullshit.
I don't know if that's insecurities. That's that person's issues. You got some problems.
That's
She
crazy.
don't want to put it on herself. That's not being responsible.
Crazy. Yeah, sometimes
that's
you
called
gotta look
responsible.
yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what?
Yeah, this is my fault.
I'm gonna take the blame for this one.
Yeah.
I gotta take this L. But a lot of people don't like to do it.
Yeah,
Listen, I don't like to do it either, but sometimes I have to be the bigger person
gotta
and say,
swallow
okay,
sometimes. Yeah, you definitely.
it was my fault. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It
now
doesn't
what
happen too
about
often.
when you've heard the expression that misery loves company, so she encourages failure.
Oh yeah, she gotta go. She gotta go. That ain't go.
But I don't think that's being insecure. I just think that
That's emotional issues.
yes. I
That's
think
emotional
I think
issues. Dwelling on
bad
what,
shit crazy.
Yeah. And some people just have a negative outlook on life.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Now, that's true. Now, I have a recent headline I want to ask about
Okay.
because many people have said, I've read, I've heard that she's incredibly insecure. So what about in the case, David Justice spoke out this week about how
I
he felt,
seen that.
how he felt wrongly
seen
accused
that,
by Halle
man.
Berry many years ago when they were married. Do you think that insecurity has anything to do with an issue if one person knows that you have not done something, but the rumors are so strong, and so they don't confirm or deny it. They just let you just kind of fall under the bus as it's rolling by.
I mean, it's kind of tough.
And then it's reverse.
It's kind of tough, man. As a man, just the man in me, like, voicing my opinion or emotions through social media just seems more of a woman trait, as no offense to the women that do it.
Right.
But I'm just saying that just seems being emotional is not what most men should do on social media.
Correct.
But
No one
as
should
a
do it.
celebrity,
I hate that shit.
But as a celebrity, I get
Yes.
where he felt that he may have to voice it in social media to get the proper attention. It's a very thin line with that.
Yes.
But as far as the particular issues, man, it's tough, man. It's two sides of the story. Everybody, the truth, their truth, and what's really happened. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So,
right.
man, that's just tough, man. That's a tough situation that they're going through right now.
Yeah, I'm aware of a lot of situations like that where something happened and then the media jumps on a story that this guy did this or he did that, and the woman involved never confirms nor denies it.
Yeah.
I had a client many years ago who a rumor started between two NBA teammates, and it was over her, and she never corrected it, and it got so bad that one of them ended up getting traded.
Right? No,
And they hate her to this day
and
because
that's-
she never spoke out and said,
that's the
this is
thing.
wrong.
That's that line. That's that
Yeah,
line where you definitely want to incriminate yourself by any manner, but then sometimes you just gotta say,
But
you gotta
then
let
it's
it out.
like sometimes if you do speak out and you talk on it, it's like you give the story legs and then they
Right.
come up with some other shit. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's
It's
a
a thin
catch-22.
line, yeah.
Like, do you just like let the shit die down on its
Right.
own?
Right.
Because the minute you say something, then they start trying to dig for something else.
Yeah, exactly.
This is true. This
Yeah.
is true. But do you think it's true that, the baggage that we carry from previous relationships kind of, build on our insecurities?
Yes, that shit definitely spills over for sure. I think if you don't heal within yourself, you're gonna bring certain insecurities or certain baggage from your previous relationship if you haven't dealt with whatever the issues are.
I think it all depends on your outlook on everything, man. Like, if you look at it as a negative, it will be negative. But you look at it as a positive, you look to grow from that relationship, then it's not considered baggage, but a foundation to build on something better. So it's all on your perspective.
You got some wisdom over there in that
Hey,
cranium.
a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
So, Alan, tell me now, does, if you're dating a woman and she has a male friend,
Okay.
does that make you feel a tad bit
Let
insecure?
me. This is not about insecurity. It's two different. For me, as a man, from a male's perspective,
Yes.
there's male friends,
Uh-huh.
and then there's family, and there's a difference. Now, this is how I consider it, because I don't have female friends. I have family. If I'm spending a lot of time with a female, I consider her family. Meaning that in a nutshell, this is it. This is it. Let me get into the mic real quick. This is it. If that man can look at you naked and not be uncomfortable, then I don't trust him. Period. And that's not fair, because if my sister, if anybody that I look in that particular man, she's negative from me, I'll be uncomfortable.
Okay.
And that's my take on it, is that not that you can't have friends, but you always must understand that this individual is still sexually attracted to you, so you wouldn't put yourself in position for things to go wrong. Like ounce in prevention is worth its weight in gold. So if you have your understanding of this friend, like you're not gonna be in an intimate setting with this friend for a situation to occur, is what I'm saying. If you have that understanding of that this individual at the end of the day is still sexually attracted to you at some point.
Okay.
Where
so
you
you kind of didn't answer the question.
I did.
I did.
Dodged it. I didn't dodge nothing. I didn't dodge nothing.
I feel like this.
Simple rule.
Okay,
Simple
if
rule.
I'm dating a dude and he has friends that are chicks or whatever, if he can call that girl up and be like, let me come over there and fuck you, and she's like, what? Hell no. Then that's really your friend. If she's like, all right, well, come through.
That's friends and family. That's what I'm saying. It's a difference. We saying the same thing. We said the same thing.
But how do you ever know that? If you're
call
in a
that
relationship,
bitch on the phone.
Well, no, chicks have played the role.
And how would you ever know that?
No, but that's not for me to know. It's for the woman to understand. Because how many times have you had
situations? But the question is
situations-
about you, not about the chick you dating.
No, but see, that's the thing. I'm not insecure about anything.
Oh,
it's about me
okay.
preventing
You're not
anything.
insecure about anything?
Insecure about what dealing with my woman? No, because the thing is, I was taught a long time ago what she gonna do is what she gonna do.
Okay.
It ain't gonna be nothing I could do to control that.
Okay.
You know, at the end of the day.
So how do you
I appreciate
typically...
a man that's not insecure.
Yes, I agree. It takes a very, very
Because
strong
I
man.
dated an insecure dude, and I'm telling you, he thought I was fucking my trainer. He thought I was fucking everybody. I'm like, he's gay. Like, it just, no matter what I said, it was like, no.
I might switch it up tonight.
I'm sure
Tonight might be the night.
So, honestly, I felt like I spent like most of my relationship trying to prove that I wasn't doing something.
At that waiter,
Hey.
I waited too long.
Like, what he come over there talking to you for? I'm like, because he knows me. Like, it's like, it was too much. That's terrible.
Okay. All right.
That's tough.
So, Allen, how do you typically respond if you are dating a woman who is insecure? Whether she's insecure about your success or,
It all depends on what she's insecure about. It all depends on what she's insecure about. And then that's how you deal with it. If it's something with my career, that's definitely a red flag with me, because I spend so much time involved in my career. So if that's something that I have to spend extra energy on, that's probably not the battle I want to fight. But if it's something within her when this is a beautiful individual and me helping her become more whole within herself, I'm able to battle with that.
Right.
But more or less on the other side of things with the career, no. But if it's within her, I'm all for it.
Okay. All right. You gonna help her get it right?
Yeah, that's my job.
You ain't gonna leave her?
That's my job.
All right.
That's my job.
Well, it is time for our fabulous find of the week, because we always got something new to introduce to you guys. Now, I mentioned that Allen has quite a few, shall we say, projects on his plate. He's a busy man. He's a busy man. So one of his companies is Vineyard's Finest, and it was born out of one young man's dream.
Yeah.
So you felt the need to make that dream a reality by paying respect to the place that helped spark such ambition, the Vineyards.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about why you started it.
I started
and the inspiration behind it.
The inspiration, I grew up in a neighborhood called the Vineyards, and it was a rough neighborhood. It was an area where, like, my basketball coaches wouldn't even drop me off after practice because it had this reputation. And I want to change that reputation. I want to build it to where you can be successful. It's honoring the individuals that come out of those circumstances and make good out of their lives, and that's what it represents.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And where can everybody find?
Oh, man, definitely go to vineyardsfinest.com. A portion of the proceeds actually goes towards my Demo Nerds Foundation, which provides free acting classes for foster kids and at-risk youth. So
That's amazing. And it's not just T-shirts.
It's not T-shirts. We got T-shirts, hats. We got workout gear for the ladies. We got hoodies for the, it's getting cold out here.
You didn't bring us no workout gear?
I got you.
You know I'm on a diet.
I got you.
All the time.
I promise I'll bring y'all some stuff, definitely.
Oh, nice. All right, so let's move into our last segment of the night. We call this one Between the Sheets.
Okay.
So we know that, even if you have great self-confidence, right? When it comes to being in the bedroom, I think that is an area or one room in our homes where I think our biggest insecurities come to light. So, I recently looked at an article I found at thoughtcatalog.com, and it talked about some of the top worries that women have when they are in the bedroom. I'll just tell you a few of them. So, am I getting too loose?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Does my vagina smell?
That should not be a problem.
Well, everybody has a body odor, right? But right? Is it an uncomfortable
Here's the thing.
smell?
I think you need to know what you smell like. For me, I finger myself and I taste it. I need to know how it tastes, like all of that. Like
you never had a threesome?
Wow.
I do. I'm saying I think that's important.
I agree with
if
you.
I'm telling a dude to go down there, I need to know what it tastes like.
You know the flavor.
Right.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
I'm with you.
So, do I have a pretty vagina? Women think about things like that. Does this position work for me?
Well, that's definitely something.
Communicate
that.
Am I living up to his filthiest fantasy?
Ooh, that's
okay.
I don't have those problems.
It's because the threesome. You might want to talk to him again. You might want to revisit that one. I'm trying to help you out there.
You know
what I'm saying?
No.
You might want to revisit that.
Out of this list, how common are these insecurities for women? And do you agree with the list?
I mean, I don't have any of those insecurities. Not in my bedroom, at least. But I think they're valid points. I think they're valid points for sure. I mean, the too loose.
I know. I never thought about that. Never thought about that. So, Allen, how would you make a partner, someone you were dating, feel comfortable about her insecurities when it came to sex?
Well, I mean,
get her drunk.
No, never. That's another pet peeve. But for me, like I said, I'm just venturing off in a whole other lane. But I grew up around with nothing but women. I'm the only boy in my family.
Really?
So I have a different outlook on everything as far as women and physicality and nurturing. Well, basically, before any sex could be involved, it's all about emotion. Women, you guys are more sexually driven by your emotions and your mind. So if I'm not in communication with you about sex and how it's going to go about and what turns you on, and just in that communication, whatever I do physically doesn't even matter. You have to be emotionally connected to me. So for me to make a woman comfortable with her insecurities is all through to my conversation, and that's what I focus on. It's not more than physical. It's all about communication.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that would help her for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Jen, how do you deal with any insecurities your partner might have? I mean, you are a fly girl. You're not shy.
Yeah, I can't be with an insecure guy. It just doesn't work for me. Like, I'm an alpha female. And not that I'm dominant in the bedroom. I can be. But I normally like for the guy to take the lead, and if you're being insecure, that just doesn't work for me. So I think before we even get there, I need to connect with you on a mental level.
Okay.
So I know we're on the same page.
Boom.
Okay. So I believe that men and women should express themselves. They should say what I like, what I don't like sexually.
I'm all for
right?
it.
So at what point do you have that conversation with someone you're dating?
After the first time I fuck you and it's whack.
Damn it.
So you wait until it's bad?
You wait till it's bad.
Well, I'm saying because here's the thing. I think the first time you're exploring each other, you have to figure out what works. And I think you don't know. Everybody is different. So, what might have worked for my ex, it doesn't work for you. So I think at this age, we're all mature, and you need to have that conversation okay, I like when you do this, but can you just do it a little softer? Or when you do that. It has to be, you can't think people are mind readers and they know what you want. But I think you should give everybody a fair chance that one time, because the first time it's not awkward, but it's you're getting to know each other.
I get it.
And then after that, okay, listen, boo. I need you to do this a little different. We're going to do it like this.
With me, it's
How
different.
about you, Alan?
With me, it's different. Like,
Okay.
for me, like I said, before I do anything physical with a woman, you must already have had an orgasm in your mind with me before I do anything, before I even touch you.
Okay.
That's kind of my situation and how I handle that. Like,
Okay.
it's just, well, the first time, it's always something there. Like, it's always room to grow.
Okay.
You know, it's always room to grow. But as far as that intimate and that emotional connection, again, that's what sex is all about. You know what I'm saying? That emotional connection. The physical is just, you know, it could be whack. He could be the greatest lover of all time, but if the girl's not into it mentally, it don't matter what he do.
Right. She won't care one
it
bit.
don't matter what he do.
She won't care one bit.
Yeah.
So okay, so you've made her have an orgasm. Now back to my question
Okay.
that you like to avoid.
I'm not
really
avoiding.
nicely.
I'm answering the
see how you're
question.
flowing.
I'm
It's all
answering
good.
the
So
question.
I'm just gonna maybe rephrase
So,
the
rephrase
question.
it,
Let me
rephrase
just
it.
try to
Talk to me,
rephrase the question.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
So, do you believe in communicating what you like to your partner, a woman you're in a relationship with,
Yes.
sexually? Okay, so when do
Yes.
you do that?
Yes.
Do you do that?
I do that before sex.
Oh, you
this
do?
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, I have to in communication.
So you tell
Okay.
her, like, okay, listen, I want you to suck my dick like this.
I see, it's better
Like,
ways to do it
I
than
mean,
that.
I'm
But
just-
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
you
you
know, I'm very
elaborate.
blunt
I
and to the
see.
point.
I see. I see.
I
And certain
have
women do
bullshit.
like that. Certain women do like that. Certain women like aggressiveness. It's all about the particular individual, the woman, and how she receives her. Some women are not as strong and confident with themselves as you are. That I'll be like, yo, I need you to do this, bend over the counter, and like that would
Yes,
excite.
it's
That would
true.
excite. That would
Yes.
excite. That would excite certain women. There's other women you gotta be a little more timid with. So
Right.
it depending on my partner is how I would express that. But we will express that through conversation before we do anything.
Before you do
physical.
anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
all right. I appreciate that. I appreciate
You
that.
just had to rephrase
I
it.
had
It's
to
all
just
good. I'm
rephrase
answering it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's my
answering-
fault. as
It's
the
all
host,
good.
right?
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about our segment that we have a segment that we call I'm Just Saying.
Okay.
And that is when we ask our viewers to write in, talk to us, give us feedback on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know, do you love us? Do you hate us? So if you haven't done it yet, I want you to reach out to us. You can tag us on Instagram and Twitter, Just Saying Show _, or you can send us an email at justsayinglive@gmail.com. We want to know, is there a topic you want us to talk about? We want to hear from you. So don't forget, talk to us. And this has been an enlightening show. Jennifer,
Yes, it has.
I
Yes,
learn
it
more
has.
about this woman every
it
time I
has.
sit next to her. But before we wrap up, Jen, why don't you give our viewers one little piece of advice about any kind of insecurities they might be having and tell them how they can keep up with you.
I mean, I think being insecure just starts within. So I think you have to really do some soul searching and you have to learn to love yourself. We all have flaws. You have to fall in love with your flaws and love your strengths as well. And just whatever you're insecure about, just find something you love about it. Like, you're not gonna like everything about yourself. Some of us do, but some of us don't. And it's fine. It's fine. Just embrace yourself. Nobody is perfect. And I say, when it comes to the bedroom,
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
if you're insecure, I would say that is the only time it's okay to turn into another person. Okay? In the bedroom, you can pretend to be whoever.
Okay. Okay.
But
We
not
listening
when you,
now.
Not when you walk.
We listening.
Right, not when you walk out the door. Just embrace yourself. But in the bedroom, you could turn into whoever you want. And make sure you keep up with me on my social media platforms. On Twitter at I am Jennifer and on
Great
Instagram
segue.
at Jennifer Williams17.
I'm sure you will get lots of attention tonight.
Great segue.
Alan, please give our viewers one thought about insecurities
Okay.
and how they can keep track of all you have going on.
Oh, definitely. Well, I keep a simple philosophy. Life is nor negative nor positive. It just is. So you have the power to decide how you see things. It's perspective. So if you want to see things as negative, that's what it will be. But if you want to see things as positive, that's what it will be. So if you change and start to really be conscious of your perspective, then things will change within yourself. You can follow me at Allen _Maldonado on Instagram, Twitter. Visit the website, maldonadoiseverywhere.com. Be sure to check out Vineyard's finest right here. Only Some Productions. And yeah, man, God bless everybody.
All right. Well, ladies, for all of you watching, thank you for spending another Friday night with us. I would like to look at insecurities as they are just like fears. We all have them. We all have them at one point or another in our lives. And I believe that when we can acknowledge them, know that they are real, know it in that moment in your life, whatever you're feeling insecure about, it is real. But see, when you attack it in that manner, acknowledge that it's there, you also can muster up the confidence to move past it anyway and continue to move forward. I'm Diann Valentine. You can keep up with me across all social media platforms at Diann Valentine. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. Good night. God bless.
Good night, everybody. And this is not liquor, everybody. If y'all think I done drank this whole thing, this is not liquor. This is soda.
Clean.
This is soda. I know they probably comment like, he don't drink.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.